Hello everyone, we are continuing with the chapter Monopoly and Monopsy, and today we're gonna learn about deadweight loss. Let's see what it is. First, before learning that or understanding deadweight loss, we must know what to mean by consumer surplus and producer surplus. So basically the consumer surplus is the consumer benefits, the amount the consumer benefits, and producer surplus is a producer's benefits. Okay, that means when the consumer buys, what is the benefit out of that? It is the consumer benefit. And when the producer sells it, what is the benefit that it gets from selling at a higher price? So how does we calculate the consumer surplus and producer surplus graphically? On seeing a graph, how can we calculate a consumer surplus and the producer surplus? So basically the consumer surplus is the area below the demand level and above the equilibrium price. That means the area that is between the demand curve and the equilibrium price is actually the consumer surplus. The area which is basically below the demand curve and above the equilibrium price is the consumer surplus. And how do we calculate producer surplus? The producer surplus is the area below the price and above the supply curve. So how can we calculate a producer surplus from a graph? It is actually the area that is below the price and above the supply curve. Okay, let's see what will be the consumer loss and gain of producer surplus in case of monopoly. The loss of consumer surplus is due to the high price charged by the monopolist. So as they charge higher prices, there is a producer surplus, means they are gaining, the producers are gaining, and the consumer is worse off here. Okay, so let's see how it is. So under monopoly, we know that the price is higher and the consumer buys less because of the higher price. As the price is higher, only selective portion of the consumer can buy it and the rest cannot buy it, right? So number one, those consumer who buy the good lose surplus of an amount by the triangle A. That means the consumer who are buying the good at the current price that are charged by the monopolist are losing surplus because they have to buy the product at a higher price. This is represented by the triangle A. As you can see, this triangle, basically this triangle is the triangle for consumers who are paying higher. Okay, and those consumers who do not buy good at price M. Price M is the price charged by the monopolist. So the consumer who cannot buy the goods at the price charged by the monopolist, but they will buy when the price is of competitive market. See, but who would buy at price PC? PC is the price of the competitive market, but they will buy when the price is according to the competitive market. They also lose surplus. Okay, by the triangle B. This portion is the triangle B. This triangle. Okay. So total loss of consumer surplus. Let's see what is the total loss. Okay. Total loss in the consumer surplus. That means total loss of consumer benefits. That is A plus B. That means A plus B. Okay. Now the producer gains rectangle A. You tell why producer gains rectangle A. Think about it. I am giving time. Yes, you are right. The producer gains triangle A by selling at a higher price because people, the consumer who are under this rectangle, they are paying higher price for a good. That's why the producer is gaining more profit. That's why it's a gain for the producer. That's why triangle A is actually the gain of the producer. Okay, but loses triangle C. Now say why they loses triangle C. Tell me why. Tell me why the producer loses triangle C. Okay, this might be a little bit difficult. Let me explain why. They are losing triangle C because if they have charged the competitive price, that is PC, okay, then they have attracted these customers. But as they are charging more than PC, that is PM, they are charging, right? So they are losing these customers. Okay, so it is a loss for the producers. Additional profit it would have earned by selling quantity QC, that is the competitive quantity, and the monopoly quantity at the price PC. That means if the monopolists have sold the product at the price of at the competitive price, then they have gained the triangle A, but they are not selling that. They are selling at a higher price. So they are losing this part, this C part. So the total gain by the producer surplus will be A minus C, that is A minus C, gain minus loss. Deadweight loss. Then what is the meaning of deadweight loss? Deadweight loss is nothing but the difference between the producer surplus and the consumer surplus. So the producer surplus is A plus B, and gain of the loss of consumer surplus is A plus B, and gain by the producer surplus is A minus C. So we are just simply subtracting it, A minus C minus of the consumer surplus, that is A plus B. So if we take out or remove the brackets, we have to multiply minus with the plus term. So plus minus minus, and this one is also plus minus minus. So A minus C minus A minus B. So this 2A gets cut off and we are left with minus B plus C. Minus is just for the net loss. Minus indicates what? Loss. The loss, okay. So the deadweight loss shows the monopoly are losing what? B plus C amount. Means this triangle, this big triangle is the deadweight loss for the monopolist. Okay. This minus sign is just for, or just indicates that it is a loss, okay, nothing else. And this is the amount that is deducted or is a loss amount. I think this much I am clear, and it is very important to understand this deadweight loss. That's why I am making a single video of this. You can find it in the playlist Monopoly. And if you liked it, please subscribe my channel, share and like, and share it with the needy ones. Thank you.